Welcome to Stop Farm Institute. That was this. For some odd reason, I keep getting those things keep coming from the UK. I'm not quite sure. Let me pause it right quick. All right, we're back. All right, this is the dude Connor Alexander. So he um he breaking into a place and then we pull down the sheds and make it dark, and then we start watching porn and then masturbating. So this is the type of things that happen. All right, and now you got this dude. He's an ex-commando. Um, he burglarized a student apartment over there in England or the UK. They call them flats. So and he's watching a bunch of porn and then masturbated and then rob people. Now, who would do something like this, man? Who has the nerve? Who would do something like that? What kind of scumbag break into some place, stealing shit, watch porn, masturbate it, piss on the floor, and all that? You see, this is the kind of thing that the filth make you do, man. And this man is a respected ex-commando and stuff. So yeah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Let's visit the story right quick. I'm at work right now. Um, Ex-commando caught on CCTV watching pornography and masturbating during burglary at student flats. Connor Alexander of Jasmine also helped himself to food, appeared to break into a dance, and urinated on the floor. Oh, whoa. Damn it. Gotta be kidding me. Sorry. um, doing food appeared on the floor doing the bizarre raid in Sheffield. I believe that's somewhere in the UK. That's the dude. Connor Alexander and set and a Newcastle Crown Court main image. So this is a shame, man. A former commando who burgled students' flats, again apartment, was caught on CCTV making himself at home, even watching pornography and masturbating during the bizarre raid. Connor Alexander forced entry to the block in Newcastle in the early hours of the morning and helped himself to food and appeared to start dancing in the footage of his unusual antics. The court heard that during the break-in at Wayne's studio in Sheffield, Alexander urinated on the floor and created a €100 cleaning bill on the sofa while watching pornography. This is disgusting. He also made a mess on the floor by throwing food around in the communal area as the students would leave their sleep. Now, the 22-year-old of Bayswater Road, Jasmine, Newcastle, who has amassed more than 50 convictions in 3 years since leaving the armed force, has been locked up at Newcastle Crown Court. The court heard a security officer was called to the flats on Stoddard Street after Alexander set off fire alarms by breaking in. Prosecutor Mark Guillini said he checked the CCTV, which showed the defendant entering the residence, and it showed shortly before 6:30 a.m. He forced his way into the building by pulling hard on the front door. Give me a sec. He then loiters around reception before urinating on the floor. He is then lying on the sofa and somehow got the TV to work, and then he viewed some pornography and masturbated on the student's sofa. He then walked across the kitchen and he took a lot of food, some of which was found to have been thrown on the benches, floor, and the kitchen, the food belonging to the students. The total damage done to the property was €500, and there was a $100 cleaning dollar bill, um, resulting in his activity on the sofa. I meant euro. Alexander was arrested after returning to Black later. Give me a second. Alexander was arrested after returning to the block later that day, sleep under some stairs. He pleaded guilty to burglary and admitted another break into a couple of hours earlier at the student house in Simonside Terrace, Heaton. during which he was confronted by occupant who heard him creeping around their home, jailing him for 20 months for 2 counts of burglary and criminal damage. Recorder John Bate Williams said, in relation to the Wayne studio offense, you threw food around, urinate on the floor, and behave in a disgusting fashion while watching pornography on the communal TV and cause 100,000 euro of damage. So the sofa which you saw, after hearing about his military career, the judge added, "It's really sad to see a young man of 22 who has served his country throughout his late teens appearing in this crown court and facing this conviction for residential burglary and criminal damage. You have 50 previous convictions and little over 3 years, which is my experience as part-time judge is pretty remarkable. I strongly suspect a lot of your offending is associated with drinking too much. You had a useful career in the army. I know it can be a massive letdown when you come back to CV Street. Civilian Street. I think that's what they mean. It's the UK, which many respect is going to be extremely shallow compared to your service. Angus Taylor, defending, said Alexander had been looking for food that night. He told the court he regrets the burglaries and wishes to apologize to the victim for what he has done. He was homeless at the time and was sofa surfing. Mr. Taylor said Alexander had become friendly with someone at Wayne Studios, knew the layout, and had nowhere else to go. He had it. He is extremely. He had it. Excuse me. Um, he's extremely and acutely embarrassed by his behavior. Mr. Taylor said Alexander has been in the commandos but was medically discharged and had fallen out with his family. So now you got this guy right there, and let's go on his face. You got this young man right there, 22. He break into his a student apartment. He closed the door, he watched porn, he masturbated, he pissed on the floor, and then he robbed them. So again, this is the type of things that filth will do to you. It will make you act like a pig because it's a filthy thing. So anyway, man, let me know what you guys think, and hey, this thing is getting out of hand. All right, see you guys later. Peace and blessing, honor and respect.